Ding, 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 Bonusland. Welcome to Bonusland, everybody.
Hey, what's up?
Richard.
How's it going?
Good episode.
Good episode. I thought so, too.
Top third. Ever since that one bad episode we did, remember? We've had good episodes.
Yeah.
We're back. All I needed was that down episode to like bounce back and get back to normal brain. And now all the episodes are going to be good going forward.
Yeah, for sure. And it sucks because last week we had a great episode, made that little editing mistake. NFL copyrighted us, and we didn't get the distro we needed on a good episode.
That's
so
okay.
That hurts.
That happens, though. That's part of the...
That's definitely part of the game.
Part of the game, part of the learning process. What do we have here? We have a lot of good Bonusland today.
Where do you want to go with
Where do you want to start? I want to start
Don't
with
ask me. Don't ask me.
the fat lady fall in the ball pit.
Oh, this is a passion of mine.
Yeah, this is Richard Rapoy's, before we play it, this is Richard Rapoy's favorite type of content. How would you describe it?
It's mostly fat women reality checks is what I would say. It's like someone who hasn't done something in 10 years. Someone who's never like really flexed their upper body strength in 10 years is now like about to do a rope swing or like a paragliding or a bungee thing or do the gymnastics.
So it's like a fat person who doesn't realize because they're so fat that they don't have it in them.
They don't realize how much their muscles have atrophied. They don't realize what it takes to like hang with your body weight.
They hold 300 and something pounds.
Exactly, and they get surprised or shocked when they try to do something normal.
This is Richard Rapoy's favorite type of content. Him and I send these types of videos to each other all day. So if you want to join in on that, you know what he likes. She's gone.
She's gone. Three men trying to dig her out of the foam pit. The kids are like just looking and laughing.
They've never had a chance.
It's like this close to calling the fire department to get her out. And one thing I will say is on this video, I saw a bunch of comments of moms being like, this same thing happened to me or close to it. And then I hit that adrenaline rush because I didn't want to deal with the shame of not being able to get out. And I lifted myself over. But yeah, so that type of content that I see all the time is like rope swings into a lake and then you hit the ground before you hit the dirt before you get into the river, like stuff like that, where it's just like, what did you think? You've never used your upper body like that in 10 years. And all of a sudden you're going to pull it out.
You're going to hang 300 and something pounds off your hands. And then you're going to like dip your way out of it.
Exactly.
Not possible.
And it's like, it should serve as a wake up call almost for a lot of them. But I'm assuming a lot of people stay asleep. So, but yeah, that's one of my favorite. It's like a weird twisted pleasure I have where I go, oh man, she doesn't even know where she's at. Like in
Big Titty Woodshop Teacher and then this
Yeah.
are the two things I've seen you really
latch on to.
get extra interested in.
Yeah. But I don't know why. It's just something in my brain. It's like, yeah, you didn't think, you didn't know. Like having self-awareness is very important for a lot of things. And like, even me, like I can bear it, not barely, but like rope swing. It's like you got to grab it, you know.
Yeah.
You can't just like go, this is the little kid did it. The 90-pound kid who does the monkey bars every day did it. I can do it. I'm an adult. Womp.
Done.
So
you're buried in the ball pit.
Yeah.
All right. Next, how about embarrassing the mom in the store with the made-up language?
Yeah.
This takes me back. This is what I used to do when I was little. So basically, these kids are embarrassing their mom in the store by speaking a fake language.
Y'all are so embarrassing. But I have to make it shut the fuck up, both of y'all. Man, don't go back here.
Mama.
No. Maybe some guy pou me manger.
Mama.
Just completely embarrassing the mom. I used to do that in high school. Me and Benek used to go to, on the weekends, we'd go to the post office parking lot to hang out.
Yeah.
And then we'd call Chinese restaurants. And then Benek was so good at it. It's like my favorite thing I've ever, like when I was younger and in high school, I was so jealous of Benek for this. He could do fake Chinese voice for like 10 minutes straight. I can go like ching chong blah blah blah, but like I can't.
But then you
do
eventually start repeating things and like
and it doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
He would just go and they would go, say it one more time. What? He go, oh, can I place an order? Do you speak Chinese? They go, yeah. And he would just go for 30 seconds, just fake Chinese. And we used to laugh so hard. And that was what we used to do in high school. To go in high school, we were, chasing girls, partying. It's like, I went to the post office parking lot with Benek, and then we would prank call.
Set up lawn chairs and prank call the Chinese restaurant.
That's literally what we did. We'd set up lawn chairs from the back of my truck, and we would just prank call the Chinese restaurants. That was what we were up to. My parents must be happy to know that. So I wasn't out drinking. I think I drank like 3 times in high school.
I wasn't like setting fires. I wasn't
fighting.
Yeah.
I wasn't stealing. I wasn't like, getting a girl pregnant. Me and Benek were just prank calling the Chinese restaurant. That's pretty good.
That's Americana.
Next, the gay guy at Patreon.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, whose friend is that? Dylan Mulvaney's friend.
It's Dylan Mulvaney's boy. They did a collab video, and this guy is always trying to talk directly to children. He's a worst case online predator. You know?
Check the hard drive. At best, an online predator.
Your parents screwed up.
I think your parents
It's okay to
screwed
say
up.
so. That's why I made a Patreon, so that we could talk about it, so that we could connect in a way that has more privacy, so that we could talk to each other in a way that's more...
It's like, my parents screwed up, or are you looking for kids with screwed up parents so you can talk to the kids alone on Patreon?
You're talking to kids alone on Patreon? What the fuck are we doing here?
He goes, your parents screwed up. It's like, I think your parents screwed up. Because
Yeah.
you're wearing a dress and lipstick now, trying to talk to children on the computer.
With a fake voice that doesn't really sound like you, and you're kind of a predator.
You're Dylan Mulvaney's friend.
Yeah, and you keep trying to get a dude pregnant. It doesn't work out. Or maybe it's you who's trying to get pregnant.
Yeah, you have tampons. You're mentally ill, and you're trying to talk to children.
Get on the fucking gay cruise ship and go shit in the shower, buddy.
Yeah.
And just keep to the adults. Leave
Yeah.
the children alone.
Shit in the shower like everyone else.
I think that kind of guy, like we need to catfish him. We need to pretend like we're an 8-year-old. I think we need to join his Patreon
And then see what he does.
and see what he tells an 8-year-old when we get him a little story.
I would do that.
Yeah. Let's start catfishing him soon.
All right.
Okay?
If anyone wants to help us with that, shoot us a DM.
Yeah.
Because we are in the market for exposing that guy for being a predator.
Yeah, predator.
If he is a predator. If he ain't a predator, he ain't a predator. But
Well, why would you have any reason to talk to young kids? You're not their teacher. You're not their parent. You're just some internet stranger who's going to start talking directly to, 10-year-olds now?
yeah, that ain't right.
That ain't right, and we going to stop you.
Yep. Did you like the bit on the show of the arm sling?
Yeah, I thought we rushed through it, though. You didn't even, well, I guess you did reveal it, but yeah.
That was pretty smart.
Yeah, what else you want to do?
Because people would see that, and then they would go, oh, what happened? Fleckus broke his arm or something?
Fleckus got beat up.
And then it's right after Mardi Gras, like, oh, something happened. Nothing happened.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I like a little cheap bit. I like a little
Even
try.
if I needed an arm sling or if I needed a ankle boot, I wouldn't wear it.
You just do like this, like your arm, like if your shoulder was messed up, you just rest it on the table and do
Yeah.
the podcast like this. Yeah, you can't show weakness. I'm
Or I would
waiting.
just hold my own sweatshirt and then be like, oh, don't touch my arm, like I messed it up. I'm not wearing a fucking outfit.
Yeah. And I'm waiting for the day where one of us actually has something that happened to us, like not a black eye, but like something that it's like, fuck, I got to go film the podcast now
Yeah.
with like a fucked up eye or like a,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
We
It's going to
haven't
be bad.
been visually unacceptable on the show yet.
Yeah, yet. But it's bound to happen, right? Like someone's going to get hurt or like you get an injury or something. I don't know.
Yeah, someone's got to come into my house and do something to me for that to happen.
That's true. You're not
you
really.
walk home at night.
Yeah, you're not really risking it out there.
You walk home and walk here at night and in the morning, so
Yeah.
you're more likely to get something happen to you.
Yep.
All right, let's do there's a pronoun guy.
Yeah, this adult.
Yeah, let's do the pronoun guy.
If I work somewhere and I express to a number of people what my pronouns are, and I'm working there for like 6 months, I shouldn't have to explicitly tell every single person what my pronouns are, especially when there are other trans people who use the same pronouns in this workplace. I just want to pick up my tips from my old job that I just stopped working at, and this person who I almost never worked with before misgendered me. And I worked there for like 6 months or more, and my pronouns were always they, them, or he, him. And neither one of those was used. If you're talking about me to somebody you know who I am, every other person uses the correct fucking pronouns. Like, why are you not?
So that person is a he, him?
Yeah, I think it's a girl who is on testosterone, got a little dusty beard now, and says I'm he or they. That's what
I would have
think.
assumed he, them. I thought they were maybe trying to be a she or a they. If I saw that person, I would say he, and I wouldn't think I'd be crossing a line. They got a little mustache.
Yeah.
Once you got a mustache, it's like that's what you're going for.
Yeah,
And
that's
if you're trying to be a lady, you get rid of the mustache.
Exactly.
So it's like that's kind of like a context clue giveaway.
yeah.
Imagine working at that place. It's fun working here. It's
Yeah.
like, my pronouns. It's like how productive were you this month? How
Yeah.
many sales did you do?
What were your goals? What did you accomplish?
Yeah. How did you get rated out by all the customers for your service? Were you 5 stars?
Yeah.
Or are you complaining about shit? Like working with someone and then but your teammate is like you can't even work because they're so focused on their pronouns. That
Yeah.
would be a place. I'm glad we don't have that here at Fleckus Talks.
I mean, it's just chronically online shit. It's like nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about your made up world. And people make a mistake and nobody needs to apologize. You're living in some fake cringe world that nobody else lives in, right?
That's a good point.
So it's like, I don't get it, you know?
Like no one cares, and no one cares not because you're trans. No one cares because no one has to care about anybody.
No one cares because, like, the person who misgendered you is in a rush, working, busy, has 2 jobs, a small child at home. They're living a productive, regular life. They're in a fight with their significant other. Nobody cares about you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, people have their own things going on, and really nobody cares. And if you let yourself be affected by something like that, then you're pretty weak. You know, you have no confidence, and your entire identity is derived from like your identity and value and worth is derived from like a passing comment from someone you no longer work with.
And then that rattles you enough to ruin your day.
Then you're just a weak, shitty person. You know, I'm sorry.
That's
like
true,
if someone
yeah.
called me she, like out of nowhere, I'd be like, oh, weird. That was weird. Like whatever. Wow. Okay.
You wouldn't
All
go
right.
make a TikTok about it. It
Yeah.
wouldn't affect your day.
Nope.
That's so interesting because it's like that person's day is so affected because like they created some lore, their lore, their personal
And nobody else is
lore,
following their
and
lore.
no one else is following. But
Yeah.
our lore we make here at the Fleckus Talks universe is great lore. We
Yeah.
got Rob Smith.
We got Rob shit. We
we got a nuke. We got the singers.
We got some other characters who we can't even really name. We can't even go public with.
We have a list of pets and lore people on our whiteboard. And we're just slowly like tick, 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 tick. We're acquiring them all.
I was laughing because so Fleckus has this grand plan of like, you know, a dinner for schmucks type thing or, you know, whatever you want to call it, like where he gets all these randoms in and he's got notes on the whiteboard. And on the whiteboard, it's like a nuke, the Great Kali, like a couple other people.
Bottom G.
Bottom G. We won't.
Kappa
but
Kool-Aid.
Bottom G's in his own kind of category. But anyway, a nuke, it's like a nuke, the Great Kali, this guy, and then a nuke has this little like arrow, 2 lines, and it goes tour and album. It's like he wants a tour with a nuke, an American tour, and an album. And I'm like, you're so far away from any of those goals, but it's just like hilarious to see it on the whiteboard. Like that's what's his schizo mind. We need a tour, we need an album, a nuke.
And I write it on the board, and then something will happen, and it will happen, and then everyone will be like, "Oh, how did you think that up?" And it's like, "Well, it's
been in the-
schizophrenically focused on it for 2 years."
It's
So a
the-
tour and an album, it sounds crazy, but it's like you probably would think, "Oh, you can't have a nuke merch, right?"
Wrong.
Look what I got.
You'd be wrong.
The Anuka Titawan Best Singers Club. So the Best Singers Club is a group I created, and it's for all these pets. They all fall under that category. It's the Best Singers Club. Anuka's in it. Bottom G is in it. I'm going to get them shirts with it, too. I have a shirt for Kappa Kulik as well. So it's like the Best Singers Club is basically the circus I'm creating, and then Fleckus specializes in circus management.
Yeah.
So my lore is like circus-based, and then we're doing circus management for all the pets. So yeah, everyone laughs and thinks it's funny, but it's like if you're a singer, say you go into town and find like the open mic singers, none of those people are going to make it because they're just okay or they're just pretty good. No one's like next level, head and shoulders above everyone else, the best, and then that's who makes it. And they write their own songs, and they don't get into a predatory contract. Like the things that need to work for it to work for a regular singer are impossible.
A lot of dominoes need to fall like right in a row, right?
Exactly. Anuka Titawan is a very special singer with a very interesting audience. He has an audience built in already. Like that's the future of content is these obscure internet people coming together. So that's why we have the Best Singers Club. That's why we have the circus Fleckus lore.
Yeah.
That's why Fleckus lore is the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Instead of your pronoun lore where you get mad at someone because you were getting your tips and someone ruined your day.
Now I get mad if people are mean to a nuke or if people doubt that a nuke could do an American tour and an album.
Which way, Western man?
Yeah, exactly. At least my lore is fun.
Yeah,
Low
and it's kind of
stakes.
made up, and you won't get mad if someone says, no, Nuke's not a good singer.
Yeah.
He won't have a tour. You'll never get a tour.
But then one day we will. My plan is to have a really fancy black tie party and then have him be the singer. We already talked about this in Bonusland.
Yeah.
All right, let's go next to the NYPD looking for that girl who burned the trans flag.
Yeah, and they apprehended her, actually.
They got her?
Yeah, they got her. Right before we started filming, I saw they got it. NYPD woman sought after a pride flag set on fire outside Little Prince restaurant in Soho.
So she burned a pride flag. We'll
play the video in the background.
The police got her.
Yeah, they just got her, I think.
But in New York, you can go steal from a store. You can go steal from Louis Vuitton. You can smash a window. You can steal people's stuff. You can punch somebody, and you get let out, and they don't even get you.
Yeah.
But if you burn a pride flag, they track you down. They use all their resources, and they get you within 24 hours.
Yeah, and they're calling it like a hate crime and stuff. It's like, what? Who? Hate crime? It's petty vandalism.
Hate crime.
If that's a hate crime, BLM committed the most hate crimes I've ever seen in a 1 month period in June 2020.
Though that's why the world got away from us in a way where it's like hate crime. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. It's not a hate crime, and you keep saying it makes no sense. But then it's you kind of realize that oh, this makes no sense, and it's still happening.
Yeah, this makes no sense. And it's like, they're put your wrists out.
Yeah.
This makes no sense. They're ducking your head into the police car. This doesn't make any sense. Jail,
Yeah.
every step of the way.
It makes no sense, and it keeps making no sense. And it's if you try living in the world as if it's a world that should make sense, you'll get yourself in trouble. Or you go, hey, this makes no sense. It's not going to make any sense anytime soon.
Yeah.
I'm not going to really go to New York for anything.
Yeah. And you know what's funny, though, is if you stole that pride flag and you didn't burn it, burning it's kind of oh my God, that's a hate crime. If you stole it, it's just a little property crime, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of nothing. And they won't get you because they don't care about someone who stole it. They care about who burned it. Because that's a hate crime and it's assault amongst our gay rights to be gay and at the bar.
Shit in the shower and try and fuck the kids.
Yeah, try to
leave those people alone.
Wear my puppy mask and fucking steal your luggage.
Yeah.
The mentally ill twinks they're in charge of hate
let
crimes
them do
now.
what they want.
Yeah.
That's the priority.
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually crazy. All right, next, you want to do the blue hair trans woman or the 4chan trans kid post?
Let's do the trans woman.
Cool.
AKA dude who's getting his dick chopped off.
Hey everybody, Marie Willa here, transgender woman extraordinaire. I'm kind of excited. Because as of today, as long as all the funds are there and nothing happens to stop it, and my insurance company approves it,
Insurance company approves it.
in 180 days, I will perform the most aggressive tuck I've ever done in my life. In other words, my sheenus, my outie,
Sheenus.
it will get to become my innie. I get to have my bottom surgery. Oh, yeah.
This a teacher?
Yeah.
First grade. No, I don't know. Do you know anything about him?
No, it looks like a teacher.
Yeah, probably does.
It's buddy, you got some problems. We'll be nice. We'll be fair. You got some problems. I'm sad that you have problems.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sad, but I realize that you have problems.
It's a shame that you do.
It's a shame that you have problems. But it's once your problems become other people's problems, and then people need to respect your problems, and then your problem's not actually a problem, it's great. That's where it's too much. That's where it's a little too problematic.
My thing is when these grown adult men want to make the horrible mistake of cutting off their penis, I go, okay, whatever. I don't care. Enjoy.
Just
One
don't
less
make it- yeah.
potential child predator or potential rapist. You know what I mean? Because if you're into this fetish world shit, you're probably the type of person who doesn't really take no for an answer.
That's so true.
So I don't really care. I don't really mind. It's a shame. You're a waste. All that. You'll never be happy. You'll be dilating a hole in where your penis used to be for every day for the next 3 years. You'll have a miserable existence. but you know, that's self-inflicted, right? So I can't parent everybody.
And then she wants to get banged by a gay guy?
Probably, yeah. I think it's gay. I think it's just gay.
So it's like you can get out, you're getting your dick chopped off, you're making like a fake hole for a gay guy to have sex with a fake vagina.
Yeah.
Isn't the gay guy into dudes?
Yeah.
So you're putting yourself in a position where your dating pool is going,
Chinese finger trap. Yeah. No,
and I'm a lady. Like, you're a gay guy. It's like, well, I only like guys.
Yeah. And that's why Leah Thomas, who is just like transgender, fake transgender, because it's more of a autogynephilia fetish shit. She likes dressing in women's. He likes dressing in women's clothes and getting boners and shit. We saw in that thread, that Twitter thread, and then has a girlfriend who's just the same thing, a guy with a dick. It's like you guys are just gay guys with the same fetish.
Yeah.
And then now the NCAA has to let you go swim.
Go beat at the girls.
Because you and your buddy with the fetish kind of circle talked yourself into thinking something that
We
wasn't.
never had that. In college, did we know any trans people? Were there any cross-dressers?
No.
There was a weird guy named the Sun God who would wear a Sun God outfit.
Yeah, that was just a weird attention-seeking guy.
Did he even go to our school, though? Did he ever not wear the outfit and go to class? Or did he go to class in the outfit?
I don't remember.
We used to see the guy, the Sun God, and he was like a pet.
Yeah.
Remember, there was Lee Zard.
Yeah.
And then the guy,
Lee Zard, the long neck guy?
yeah, there was a guy with a really long neck who looked like a lizard.
Yeah.
And we called him Lee Zard. Yeah. And then there was the Sun God who wore like a black cape, a huge sun hat, a mask.
Like with a pointy mask, like Aztec. Think Aztec, like Prince type.
And he would just like run around campus and be the Sun God.
Yeah.
But he also went to college, and also I never heard of someone saying, "Oh, he's like sits behind me in anthropology."
Yeah. I thought I saw him at like parties and stuff. Like he would show up in a party without the mask.
Really?
That's what I thought, but I can't remember anymore.
I would love to know that. Really. So yeah, it's like everyone's got their little fetishes and pet shit.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, off the rails probably. that's standard you.
But what was the clip we were just watching?
The trans freak surgery.
Oh yeah. So it's like that person. I don't know. It's a little weird.
Okay, so you lost it. Just admit to the camera that you lost it. and
I
we can
fully
move on
lost it, but
the
I'm
next clip.
happy we talked about Lee Zard and the Sun God.
Yeah, Lee Zard was an original.
Those are our OG pets.
Mm-hmm. And Lee Zard was before Daddy Longneck.
Oh yeah,
You remember?
We invented that.
So like he went viral in a different form.
Yeah, that was the beta test.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's do the trans kid 4chan post.
Okay, this is like this isn't 4chan, but this one, right?
So it's a guy who's posting. He had a trans kid, and everyone tells people like, you either have a trans kid or a dead kid because like they're gonna kill themselves. And this guy's
if you don't support them, right? Like
if you
it's
don't
a guilt
support,
technique.
exactly. If you don't support what they want to do and the changes they want to make, you're gonna have a dead kid. Which worse? And this guy basically posted how he fixed it and what happened.
When we finally confronted her, she was on the edge of taking her life. A lot changed at this point. We sent her to a mental health facility for a week and have been in her business for the past 2 years. I still have my daughter, not a dead one, and not another son. This entire ideology is 99.9% indoctrination of vulnerable children, especially girls. My daughter, while still not completely clear of wokeism because of school, is healthy and saved from that garbage. I guarantee if I was one of those parents that enabled this behavior, I would not have a healthy daughter. I would have a mentally damaged son or a dead daughter. It is our job, our responsibility to save our children. Parents need to grow up and wise up.
Yeah. So basically, it's like the idea of if you're not supportive, they'll kill themselves. And it's like the trans stuff comes because the kids are raising themselves and they're on their phone too much. They're in their room too much. They're on TikTok too much.
They're alienated, isolated, indoctrinated,
Maybe
right?
A little,
It's like,
yep, exactly. Maybe they're a little weird in school. They don't have a lot of friends. And it's like once the parents are just like, do whatever you're doing. I'm worrying about this or I'm working on that or I have to make money. Then you kind of like have more vulnerable kids. And that dad basically said once he got involved in their kid's business, like it basically just straightened out.
Yep.
So get involved in your kid's business. My mom was so involved in my business in high school.
Yeah. No, as every parent should be, as much as they can. And then there's this point, right, where you're about to butt heads with a daughter or whoever wants to be trans or is acting out or seeking negative attention. And you either go like this and butt heads and dominate them, or you go, oh, I slip under, the kid dominates me, and I want to be the kid's friend. I don't want to lose my daughter. I don't want to lose my son. I don't want people not to talk to me. And it's like this dad took the hard hammer route where it was go over the top. You're going to a fucking mental health facility. You're talking about being a boy. You're crazy. You're on suicide watch. You're in Grippy Sock Club. Yeah. And so like, this is an example of someone coming over the top and then being like, it's almost like hugging someone in an asthma attack. We're going back to Signs where he's like, breathe with me, breathe with me. You kind of like smother him and you go, no. Like, no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. And after a long enough like hug, quote unquote, the kid snaps out of it and becomes a normal girl. Yeah. And it's funny because even then they're going to be super embarrassed. Like imagine being like 25 and like you're getting married and your dad's 55 or something. And your dad's like, remember when you told me you were a boy? And it's like,
fucking idiot for a second there.
Exactly. So it's kind of like you survive that and you survive it by dominating. You don't survive it by going, I want to be your friend. Whatever you want, Michael. No, you're Sarah.
Yeah.
And you're going to the hospital.
You're an idiot kid. I'm not your friend. You listen to what I say. You're not leaving the house.
Yeah.
Give me your phone.
Exactly. Give me your phone. Where do you go on your phone? You look at the app. You see where they're spending all their time. Oh, Reddit. They're all on Reddit this entire time. Let me go look at Reddit. You're on the fucking weird trans subreddit. Yeah. All you do is consume this content and then convince yourself you're trans.
Let me see your text. Oh, you're getting groomed by some 30-year-old trans person.
What is this Patreon bill? Who's this? Jeffree Star?
Jeffree Star's Patreon or
whatever the fuck.
Dylan Mulvaney's friends Patreon. That's what it comes up as. Dylan Mulvaney's friends Patreon.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Hey, that's a good point.
And you got to come over the top. You got to be Chad. You got to be hard on these kids. You can't let them drive the car because you're driving the car.
Yeah, and you pay for the car, and they're not even able to drive cars yet.
Exactly. Whatever euphemisms and metaphors we can throw in here, guys.
Yep. Want to do the carjacking?
Sure.
Let's do carjacking and then Eleanor Roosevelt kid, and then that'll be the end of housekeeping.
Well, do you want to not do carjacking? Carjacking's pretty self-explanatory. Hey, guys, I'll spoil you. It's two black guys. They carjack a lady. They beat her up. They break her windows. They toss her to the side, right?
She just lays on the ground.
And she just lays on the ground like she's dead. Do you want to go to the country music song?
Yeah, let's play that.
Or do you like...
There's a cringe country... Well, I'm going to say cringe in case they're Bonusland watchers.
No, we'll refund your money. It's cringe.
It's cringe. There's a country song that came out. It's pretty cringe. Here. See, she's not trans. Roadside go balls SCC. Smoking, drinking, fighting, riding, races, trackers, hard straight and southern bells. Here right beside us. Damn good day when a fish are biting. Top of water, sinking bobbers. I get these looks from my mama, kick ass from my father. Come on, surviving, we live it. Stealing hearts with a shitty granted. Fried chicken, cat head biscuits. Summertime cold beer, sweet smoke breeze. Oh, it's good day when the fish are biting.
Smoking, drinking, fighting, thugging.
Fighting?
Who are you fighting?
But see, she's a little tomboy, and that's fine. Maybe a little lesbian. She's not trans.
Yeah, she's a leslie. She's very masculine. Fighting, fishing, something, fighting. Who are you fighting?
Got a dip in?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's going on here?
Yeah, so we were kind of obsessed with that for the last couple days.
We were just making fun of that song for a while. Mm-hmm. But is that bad? Is that making fun of like right-wing like country culture?
No, because I think it's so heavy-handed. The writing and the delivery are so terrible. Like you can write a classy song about fishing, but you don't yell fighting, fishing. You know.
Now I'm gonna miss her when I get home.
Yeah, exactly.
Out here on this lakeshore and George Strait did it right. He knows how to write it. Fighting, fishing, dipping, shitting.
Yeah, it's like show, don't tell. You know how they say show, don't tell in writing? It's like she's just telling you, like 15 things I like.
Fishing,
15 things I like.
Fighting, dipping, shitting.
With like a negative attitude and like you're a hardo girl. So I don't know.
Yeah. Somebody better get the law.
Somebody better call the law. There's a woman outside, we about to brawl.
Somebody put his hands on a woman.
Where I come from, man, the next thing coming.
That's our favorite too.
Yeah.
That's like a real good, stupid song.
Yeah.
Somebody better get the law. Someone put their hands on a woman.
Where I come from.
Somebody better call up Rob.
Your voice sucks.
Somebody better call up Rob, as if it's the first time I've ever said that song.
Yeah.
I've literally, every song that you hear, I've made a Rob song too.
Yeah. Somebody better call on Rob. Do you say call on Rob?
Call up Rob.
Oh, call up Rob. I think there's a different version floating around out there as well.
Oh, yeah.
But whatever, we won't get into it.
Suck on Rob.
Yeah. Somebody better suck on Rob. He's outside the cabana. He's about to brawl.
There ain't no women.
Yeah.
Where I come from, it's a dude party only. All right, Larry, last clip. This is a great housekeeping.
Yeah, it's
feels
fun.
good to be back.
It's fun. So
after the episode's done, I can kind of like chill because like I have to deliver the episode.
Let your hair down.
Let my hair down.
Talk about Rob
shit.
Yeah, of course.
All right, last clip. The Eleanor Roosevelt kid.
Okay.
This is a great one.
My 5-year-old was Eleanor Roosevelt for the President's Day thing at school. And ever since she put on that costume, she has not taken it off. She wants an Eleanor Roosevelt birthday party. She's asked for a stuffed Eleanor Roosevelt to sleep with at night. She has asked that I refer to her as your ladyship from now on.
Isn't that great?
Little girl, she's looking in the mirror. She's obsessed with Eleanor Roosevelt. Yep.
Isn't that great? That's nice.
That's good stuff. That's good little kid stuff.
Yeah. Chinese Donut Boy, when he was little, was obsessed with Abe Lincoln.
I thought you just said Batman and cowboy
Well,
boots.
he had multiple
Okay.
faces. He
He
had
was
Abe
going
Lincoln, he had trucks, he had dinosaurs, he had fish. There was one time we had fish, and we had like 10 tanks of fish in like this little pantry room. And he had like fish that had to be maintained. Like one was like an arowana or something, like a long
Arowana?
one. Like the long one that had the thing. And
Yeah.
then we had Oscars that would eat other fish.
Wow.
He had some good shit.
Sounds like he got enabled. He was
well,
he was the spoiled last.
He was the spoiled last one. Yeah, he got like an ATV on his birthday once too.
What?
I never had that.
What? Apologize.
Yeah.
Chinese Donut Boy.
But yeah, kids they like whatever they're presented with.
They're shown, yeah.
And if you present them with nothing, then you're not engaging them. So they'll go on Reddit, and then the Reddit people will be the trans people, and then they'll present them with that, and then they'll do that. Well, that's the end of Bonusland.
Yeah.
Another Bonusland in the books. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe. You already are. We appreciate it. Any shout outs?
We still gotta do the shout out to the people who sent us that cutting board. C. Durbin Designs.
Yeah,
Excellent cutting board.
We'll do that next week.
We'll do that next
week. We got
week,
a great cutting board from some listeners.
Yeah.
We're going to shout them out properly on the show.
Yes.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you at the next one.